Yeah, hopefully that has done the trick. I hope I am live. There we go. Now I can see. I made myself a little spot here where I can see my comments for anybody that's here. Do that. Now I can go do some self-promotion finally. Holy smokes, what in the world? I don't know what was going on there. For some reason, every once in a while, this thing does not like to... Hey, Bren! It does not like to, for some reason, it just does not like to start my live stream for some reason. It'll show me it's going live, but then it doesn't show anything on YouTube. And I'm like, what in the world? Oh, hope you're doing good today. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to quickly share this. I'm going to do paste and... Oops. And paste. Alright, now I just can select, copy, and tweet, paste, tweet, and copy, no, select, and copy, and we'll go here, and paste, and that's all I'm going to worry about sharing it at today. Alright, Demetrius, Spuds, welcome. Did you get the search function? Nope. Demetrius, Trackart, hey, what's up? Alright, so, made myself a little monitor over here to my right so I can keep up with the comments without having them pop up on my halfway through the stream. And now I can also, I don't have to be all like looking over that way and disappearing. I can just look straight over here and bam, I've got all the comments. I'm happy about this. So, we are looking right here. Hang on. Nose is starting to run. It is cold here, and that always makes my nose run. Alright, especially when I come back inside. So, I've got a couple things that I really want to do today. One of them is actually important. It's going to help with the flow of traffic in the area. It's going to take one of these small streets here and make it a little more of a major street. But like I said, it's going to help out. We've got the entrance and exit for the new highway coming off and on right here. So what I want to do is take this road and I'm going to enlarge this. I'm going to use one of the new roads we just got. I was checking it out. I think the road's going to fit in perfectly here. It's going to make this area look really nice. And then we can also go through with the new trees and do something really cool. I thought it looked really nice. And so let's go ahead and start with that. But then once we're done with that, I'm hoping to be able to get over here. And what I want to do is, when I first started the city, the nuclear plant where it sits was perfectly fine. There was nothing else going on. But now I've built up around it, and it just looks very out of place here with the airport, with the city growing up around it right here. So what I'd like to do is take this, and I'm going to move it to a spot that I have over here thought out of. There's plenty of water, so basically it kind of makes sense technically. I kind of have a second monitor, sort of. It's connected to my computer so I can see my comments here. So I'm going to move it up here and connect it back into the city and everything, but I think up here is the best spot for it. There's water, so that technically makes sense since a nuclear power plant would need water. And there's not a lot of area. Like if I came back in this, you can see this is the edge of my map, but it fits the way I figured it out. I can make it fit perfectly. So Chris, Alex, Matthias, welcome. Thank you for joining. From Brazil, huh? Nice. Well, welcome. And so we'll get to that as soon as possible. Then I have another thing I want to do. I don't know if we'll be able to fit it into this stream, but where the freeway goes under the city here, I'm considering making an on and an off ramp kind of pop up on Raymond Street here. I'm not sure how I'm going to make that happen because I have the subway going through there and everything as well, so I don't know if that's even possible, but if I could figure it out at some point, I want to do that. But first, let's go ahead and we're going to start with upgrading the street here, and part of that is going into our lines here, and I'm going to do this. I'm just going to take these out right away. This other side will take itself out. Another thing I want to do is, oops, not that. The school right here, I'm going to keep the school on this road, but I need to move it in order to put the road in. So we're going to do this really fast. We're going to select the new road. And this one I want to use is from the new stuff here. It's the asymmetrical 5-lane road. And this one's pretty sweet. So we're going to start off just running it like this. And because the school is going to hurt us, and this is going to take out so many buildings. Oops. Oh, God. Bless America. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright. We will change that in just a second here. Let's finish fixing this. I'm going to hit it pause. Keep it on pause so that stuff stays perfectly fine here. I was using regular roads on that, so we can go there. A hair in my mustache is seriously like sticking up right now and tickling my nose, and it is the craziest feeling ever. Alright, so let's go ahead and fix this really quick before I forget. No, not fill, select. We're going to do that and that so that can rebuild itself. Now, let's go ahead. I'm going to move the school. I guess that helps me move the school really fast. I can just put it here for a moment. Upgrade the road here. And boom, boom, boom. Perfect. 3 lanes. I want the 3 lanes on that side. Let's see if it did it all the way down. No, it switched it for me there. Let's change direction. No, actually, I do want 3 lanes there. That's perfectly fine. Proper. Okay. I like it. Let's go ahead and grab the school, move it back into place. So, let's see. Okay. Going to call Donnie. Hopefully not during the stream, because I found out, like, I can take calls on my PlayStation from Discord now, but I can't share the call like I was thinking of doing, like last time when he called me up and we were talking, like, 2 or 3 streams ago, and he was discussing some of the stuff with me as far as industries go. And so I can't take that call and actually share him talking to me. There's something with, they want to keep the things private and stuff like that. So I understand that. I do understand that to a point. Like, it would be cool to be able to share those calls on here. Alright, so let's see here. We got this street upgraded now. I wanted 2 lanes. Actually, no. I think I need to change this. I want... No. This is perfectly right. Okay. Because I'm going to leave houses along this side here. You see the pathway back there. I'm going to take a little more eminent domain here, though. And, oops, we're going to go down here to our pathways. And I'm going to add some pathways in right here. Next to the park, I'm going to add one in down here. So there's 2 connecting that back street there, bringing it over here. Then what I'm going to do is connect these in where this disappeared, and it's perfect how this worked out. Like, this worked out in my test run also. So I knew it would work this time. I was hoping it would, at least. So, oops. It did connect properly. There we go. No, over. There we go. That way houses can build in here still. The people have connection back and forth. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to upgrade the trails back here. Make it all the concrete trail. Just like that. And we got another thing I'm going to do, because that's why I'm kind of connecting the neighborhoods like this. People love to walk as far as this goes. There's going to be a walkway going across the freeway to connect people from this neighborhood to this subway entrance right here. And I know it's going to get used. Like I said, I had a test run on this, and it worked out great. So now what I want to do is I'm going to grab one of these new trees. I love these new flame trees. And we are going to go right down the road here. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. But this just made this road look absolutely gorgeous. We've got, let's see. Alex plays a game. Did I already say hello? I think you already popped in. I just want to make sure I'm saying hi to everybody here. Did I see hi, Jen? All right. So Alex did pop in a little bit ago, but we have Jen. There we go. Hello, Jen. Welcome. All right. Trying to keep up on those comments. I don't want to let you all down out there. So I'm going to do so many of these. I need to fix them and stuff like that and actually make sure they're spread out just properly. But the idea is I took away those 2 lines of housing here because I wanted to make this. I was driving down the street the other day. This is where I got the idea. I was driving down the street the other day on my way home from work. I took a back way home, and I noticed that I was on a main road. It was a 4-lane road that had a center lane that was used for turning and stuff like that. So it was just like this pretty much. But the side of the road had trees all down it, and then there was, I can't really do the brick wall. Actually, I probably could. There was this brick wall that separated the housing from the road there. But there was, great neighborhoods, these nice neighborhoods all along the road, and it was their way in and out. And of course, on the other side of it was an older neighborhood. Pardon me. It was from an older neighborhood, so there was houses along it, and that's what gave me the inspiration for this street right here. So I'm actually going to let this play. I'm going to hit play right now and let the houses go ahead and build themselves up in here. In fact, I need to check one thing before they do start building, and that is, yes. Okay, perfect. Just making sure I wasn't going to put trees down. They were going to disappear with houses there. So we're going to go back. Alright. And these trees are awesome. The one thing I wish, there's a mod on PCs that allows the trees to spin so they're not all sitting in the same direction. And I think that is absolutely wonderful. I hope they do something like that on the upcoming City Skylines 2. Because the trees are gorgeous. But the fact that they are all just standing exactly the same is just not quite as realistic as you'd like it to be. So I'm going to leave this open because I kind of want to do something right here as far as the school goes, like maybe putting in, let's see here, possibly putting in the basketball court if it will fit, and it won't. So we're not even going to take out any houses. Man, I need to drink something. I got something in my throat. All right. So, we're not going to worry about that. It is an elementary school, so maybe a basketball court was a little too lofty of an idea there. But we could do something like this. I know they already have a playground back there. Yeah, it might be a little too much. All right, we'll think about this. But for now, we're just not going to put any trees there. We will put some here. We'll finish the look of the street here, kind of like this. Next to the school. The other side, I'm just going to leave for now, like I said, so I can think of something. Maybe I'll make a little walking park area or something like that. Who knows? All right. You know how I am with my parks. I might have to take those 2 houses out. So some houses are starting to get built over here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, I was thinking about this just now, and they put in this new suburban fence. So maybe what we'll do, we'll go to our snapping off. Oops, we're going to make sure they're turned off. Let's see if we can run this fence in front of these trees the way I was talking about. So it kind of separates, there we go, the neighborhood from the main road there. Perfect, I like that. All right, so we're going to do that again. And the fences are super quick to do, so we're going to run them down here just like this. And that, of course, is going to give us our separation from this main road, the neighborhoods. Pardon me again. Whatever is in my throat, I need to, like, cough it up or something, I swear. All I was doing was drinking hot chocolate this morning, so that's probably why. It's just all that sugary goodness catching up with me. Haven't touched the new content yet. Got it from day one. Dude, these new roads are awesome. And the new big one, I'll go and show that off really fast. This one up here, the 7-lane asymmetrical, like that one is awesome. I was playing around with it too, and I gotta say it is a good road to build with. So, alright. So that right there is basically how I was driving down the road the other day. The middle lane was more of a turning lane. It had the yellow, double yellow on each side of it, and it wasn't something you would typically drive in. But having the fence along the side there, the tree line, there was some more bushes and rocks and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go into super detail in a stream. But I mean, for what it's worth, this is what it was looking like, and I like it. It looks pretty darn good. Let's go ahead really fast and add a fence in right here where it should be. And just really quickly, we're using that new suburban fence. It looks really good. Goes along nicely behind these trees, these new flame trees, looking really good here. So, another thing is, one thing I noticed when I was playing around with this before is the Sims were extremely excited about getting to cross over the freeway here. So we're going to go to the American Pedestrian Bridge and go with freeform. We're going to start from here and go ahead and give ourselves some lift. I want to make sure it's not, you know, super steep or anything like that. But I had to go about right here. I was able to do this with my freeform tool, but I don't know if it's going to let me now. It's kind of lame. Okay, hold on. Let's just extend this just a little more. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can give me a spot. Alright, maybe... No. Nope, didn't like that. Alright, I'm going to make this just a little longer here. I had it. It was over the freeway. I just don't remember how I had it over the freeway. There we go. We'll just stop right there. Right past the freeway when it turns blue. And then we're going to drop it back down. Pop it in next to... right there. Perfect. Let's take a look at this really fast and make sure it's not really wonky or anything like that. It is great spending... Oh, Twix Boy! Dude, what's up, man? It is great spending time with everybody. I do enjoy our Sunday Fun Day, Sky Day hangout. This is definitely a welcome respite for me. Oh, we got to do something about that plant. Definitely welcome respite for me after a long week of work. Sometimes I work on Saturdays. This week I had gotten very lucky. I didn't work on Saturday today, or yesterday. We're going to do that. We're going to add a couple of trees in right here. A couple of nice little trees. So now, okay, Doesn't look bad at all. They can cross the freeway. Watch, this is going to get heavily used. They're going to cross over so they can use the subway right there. And coming back as well. So that is a addition. I don't like the look of these necessarily, because if they were actually building something like this over the freeway, it would be a covered bridge. None of these bridges are covered, and I don't have a PC, so I can't go get any modded bridges that are covered. And I say that because people do some terrible things on bridges over freeways, like throwing stuff off of those bridges, throwing themselves off those bridges, and a lot of other bad things like that. So they would have covered bridges, but for now, I guess that'll do. Look at, already getting used. Look at this. We got somebody on a bicycle already crossing over. So super, super cool. Already getting used. So now, this is starting to play out. We got houses building up. We have... Oh, something happened there. Why did that? Oh, probably because of the way it was. How I changed things around. It's probably the road that got changed. So this is looking good. I did think about running the... okay, right, guys, I got to shoot. Driving again. We'll be finished in 30 minutes, so if you're still on, I'll be back. All right, so if I'm still here, man, I will definitely... Maybe I'll hang on a few extra minutes just to let you get back in here, buddy. I was considering using the trolley through there because the trolley station shoots right there. Like, why wouldn't you go straight from there? And the reason being because if there was a trolley lane going to go through there, it would have already been going through that neighborhood. In my mind, when I originally built this, this neighborhood didn't want the trolley coming through it the way it was getting built. And I went around it with the trolley. We have the stops on the outside here. And it goes around. In fact, this trolley lane was built as an afterthought on this main street. And it was to bring really people to work, to the museum here, to the airport, to the mini airport, really. And again, to these businesses. It looks like I put a stop sign in right there. I'm going to take care of that, because otherwise, Twixboy, who was just in the chat there and left, would be saying something about it. Like, oh, why do you got stop signs? They just mess everything up. Oh, wow. There is not a stoplight or a stop sign there, and it is still messing everybody up for some weird reason. I don't see any stop signs, nothing. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's fix that. We'll fix these ones because it thinks it's like some major thoroughfare here. And it possibly, the reason I upgraded to this road is because it will get a little bit heavier traffic through here, especially with the off-ramp of the freeway. This is going to allow traffic to park on the side of the road. It's going to allow the people pulling in and out of their houses to use this second lane. And the people that are just going to go straight through to use the lane in the middles, the lanes in the middle there. So that's why I did that. So now that we've got that built up, we got the houses built, going through there. I wanted to use another piece of stuff that we got in the new updates here, the new DLCs. And that is the shopping malls. I found this little area here. You see the tram or the trolley right there coming out on the, I guess it would be my right. I don't know if it's your, if you're all right, but this little area, at first I thought, man, it doesn't fit. It's, once I changed this all up, this main road got cut off that used to connect in right here. And now it just is this major road that goes nowhere. It has a couple of splits off for these side streets for our little walking zone here. And then, of course, going right into Autumn Street and those neighborhoods over there. But I thought to myself, you know what? Why take this road out? It's already working perfectly fine. We've got the trolley stops through here. There's, bike lanes. I think these are working out pretty good. So what I want to do with this is we're going to go in here to our district painting tools. And we're actually going to change this into its own separate little district. Oh, I've seen something about Scottish sweet snacks. Hang on here. I still have tonics from my trip in November. Ooh, okay, cool. Caramel wafers and tea cakes. Alright, I do like caramel wafers. Y'all talking my language right now. Alright, so we're going to take straight up the road there. And now we're going to spread out just a little bit and grab just the stores. I don't want the neighborhood behind it. I want just the stores. So anything that gets pushed in the neighborhood we'll have to fix but that's fine. I'll just do this really quick, like to help that house stay it's what it's supposed to be right there. Now we're going to take this and stretch it over this side. Make sure we get these businesses caught up in this little tiny district. This is going to be our shopping district. And, you know, just because Linden Heights, what a interesting name there. We're going to select this. And we're going to change the name. You can't see me changing the name right now, but I'm going to change this to and this will be a surprise for him when he gets back. And done. Twix Boy Heights. Which is funny because he actually has Valley Shopping District over here. So he's getting a new shopping district in his name because he changed his name to Twix Boy. And so it's Twix Boy Heights over here. In fact, we're going to change this entirely to the Twix Boy Shopping District. And then we're going to go ahead and change the Valley Shopping District over there to something else. We'll dedicate that to another YouTuber in a moment. Or maybe later on. I'm going to have to think about it. Twix Boy Shopping District. And let's see, district. Twix Boy gets a lot of love because he's just been a really big supporter of the channel for a long time now. So I try to support him and everything else as well. So, Alex, you out of here? Fundraising. Oh, man. Hey, thanks for joining the chat and everything as well. And thanks for joining the stream before you. That way, if I don't say it to you later or something. So, Twix Boy Shopping District. All right. Hey, for anybody who likes to listen to streams and like do stuff where you're writing, like he's saying, he's got to go write his fundraising report there. There used to be this channel on YouTube called Lo-Fi Girl, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite channels to turn on, was Lo-Fi Girl, and just sit there and, you know, do whatever I had going on at the time. And YouTube banned the channel, got rid of it, whatever, and you can find that on Rumble now. I found that the other day. It was so exciting. I don't know if anybody else liked Lo-Fi Girl, but I love it, and so I want to let everybody know it's on Rumble if anybody's looking for something like that. So Twix Boy Shopping District, let's get in here. We're going to go down here to the shopping malls and change it to that. It's going to erase everything in there. I want to pause this really fast. Well, actually, I'm going to let it go ahead and do that. I want to make sure we're going to give it a couple of things here. Power, water usage, recreational use is fine. We'll keep that. I think that's throughout the city anyway. Recycle plastic, free Wi-Fi. Oh, that's already set. City planning, small business enthusiast is what I want. High-rise ban just in case. And we're going to encourage biking. Leave that on there. Bike ban on sidewalks because we have the bike path through town there. And I think that's going to be... boost connections. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So now we have that. And the next thing I want to do, now that this is... yeah, it's playing. Okay. It's going to start deleting buildings. So what I want to do is I'm going to come into this section to the Content Creator Pack shopping malls. And a lot of these are really large. They won't fit. Medium grocery store, that's not going to fit here without destroying a bunch of the neighborhood behind it on each side. Same thing with the large grocery store, super big. I have plans for that, though. I do have plans. That is, I do have an idea for some of these other stores. The open air mall, another big one. It would take up a lot of room and just destroy a neighborhood over there. It doesn't really fit into the shopping district at all. So, I found the shopping plaza here, nice and small, fits in perfectly fine, and we can put it right here on the corner. Boom. Everybody loves it, and that's going to look good right here. Let's go ahead and take a good look at it here. something I would see in the area around here. In fact, there's something right around the corner for me. It looks just like this. That's where there's Domino's. There's a little juice shop. The local ambulance company has a little spot in there. There's a butcher. No, there's a barber shop. Butcher's down the road. But yeah, we have stuff just like this right around the corner. So I think right here in our new little shopping district, right around the corner, in between all these neighborhoods, is absolutely perfect. Walking neighborhood, they're able to get here, and these people, whether they want to walk or drive, are able to get there too. So I think this was a great idea, and this neighborhood, as it builds out into a shopping district, is going to look absolutely beautiful. So we're going to let that continue to build up, and then as time goes by, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to do a little bit of decorating with trees and stuff like that, kind of through the back area here. In fact, I was even thinking about... Oh, by the way, again, with the new downloads and stuff, gotta check sausages. You go check those sausages. Oh, they did put it back. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, she's now on Rumble as well, so you have a couple of choices. So, I want to select. That can stay. I was thinking about taking out this back area here and maybe running a little walkway, but I want to do it on this one specifically. Boom. And boom. Just like that. So I'm going to put like a trail through here. I think we should go ahead and... Actually, we'll do it. We'll leave these as 4s, and we'll go through there. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I got something else that's really going to look good in the city here. So... Oh, I need straight lines. Straight lines. We're going to go right here. Actually, let's go ahead and stop right here. Hop it down to the street. Do that. I have all the snaps turned off, and that helps me to move stuff around a little bit easier. Place it where I want it to be. And, yeah, so if anybody's wondering why it's jerking around so much on me. Now we can go from... No, I want to go from there. Thank you. Right there. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Now we can do this one. Oops. I forgot. It shifts just a little bit. So we're going to go like that. Then we're going to go with the shift. Oh, good. That building was disappearing anyway. I'm going to go straight back there. Then we're going to go ahead and run a little trail right there. Perfect. All right. Nice. So the Twix Blue Shopping District is looking good. It's got a couple of extra buildings in there that aren't going to disappear, like the police, the fire. This here is actually the community area for the walking district there, and so is this. So those are going to stay. Cool. Now, this park here is very, very drab still. As you can see, it's just so plain, right? I mean, it's only got a single star to it. But I figured out this can gain another star if I come up here and I have a little bit of fun and add in the trees, right? Add in these flame trees, right? Make these new trails all like this. I love doing this. It's one of the few things I get that lets me do that. All right. Now we're going to add in just a couple. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Just little extras kind of around the area. Boom. Now we're going to add in this one. These trees are pretty nice, but they're huge. So that's why I didn't really want to put them on the trails. But I wanted to add them around the park. So she's making bangers and mash probably for tomorrow for lunch or something. This is the, what did they call this tree? The umbrella thorn tree. It's one of the new ones in the content creator pack. Come on, come on, you can do it. Boom. You do have a couple of small ones. You can see they do change in size like the rest of the trees. Alright, now it's got this boab tree. Alright, I don't know how to say it. I feel really bad, but it's got the boab tree. And it does, I don't know if it's going to fit into the city, but I could say that, like, you know, maybe a local nursery got one. Well, what in the world? It gained a star. See? Just by adding the trees. It already gained a star. So I'm going to add 1 or 2 of these and just pretend that, like, the local nursery was all, hey, guys, we got these trees and we don't know what to do with them. Do you want to put them in your park? So, yeah, boom, in the park. And for fun, we're going to add a couple of oaks in just to do a little fill-in. Because I love these oaks. They do look good. I am on the PlayStation 4 version. This isn't the remastered, obviously, since I have the new downloads, the DLCs and all that. The new DLCs are not on the remastered version yet. They won't be until fall, which is kind of weird because we're expecting City Skylines 2, right? Although, they never gave us a date on City Skylines 2, so we could be expecting it in, like, December of this year, right? So, who knows? Unless somebody has some secret inside information they want to share with me, you know, let me know. So, alright. We've got some trees throughout the park that help to give it another star. So, just because it did that, I don't know, I think we got enough in there for now. It's really limited in the park space in here. We do have like a play area and everything already, so I think I'm going to leave the park as is. 2 stars is great. People are going to start using it. They're going to be willing to pay for the park and stuff, so. This area is so bland. I think what I'm going to do is turn this into a greenway a little bit later on and just add a bunch of trees. In fact, let's just go ahead. We can do this. I'll do it quickly. A couple of trees, some oaks like this. And if you don't know my theory as a method of putting down trees, is I like it to look natural. I don't like it to look planted necessarily, so I'll put the trees down kind of randomly like this. I do like to pick my trees a little bit at random as well. Like, I do try to stick to a theme within the cities. I don't like to, like, oh, let's go ahead and pick some super random palm tree in my city that has no palm trees anywhere. Maybe we'll throw a couple of these little new flame trees in here too, just for fun. Just like this. Throw in it. Come on. I know you could fit one and I saw it. There we go. Perfect. Then, you know, since we do have mostly pine trees in this, we should add some pines. So, do this. We'll get one back here. And this will help with making it pretty in the area so that the residents don't feel like, oh, look, we have to stare at this new freeway they installed and forced upon us. So there's that. It hides the freeway from the residences. It also helps as a noise block. If you didn't know that, it actually works as a noise block in the game to put trees down, to put bushes and stuff down. It truly, truly does help. So I always try to, you know, if I'm doing like greenways and trying to help neighborhoods, I always do add bushes and stuff. The tall grass is another one that really does help with that. So yeah, if you're trying to think of ways to block noise for your neighborhoods, trees are a great way to do that. So let's see, let's do a little bit of tall grass in here. I like a nice clump of it there. There. Oh, I have a spot for it. There we go. And right there. Perfect. I think that's quite enough for the area. People can go in there and just have a little picnic if they like or anything like that. So we're going to leave that. And we're going to take a quick peek at this. Getting nice and close. And it is looking good. Stop, please, getting hungry. Yeah. I'm about to, I just had some, like a brunch. Like Sunday I always tend to eat like kind of in the middle of breakfast and lunch. So I call it my brunch. And I am getting hungry again myself. But I had like quesadillas for brunch today. And they aren't that filling. They fill you for a little bit, but not entirely. So. Alright, so that street's looking great. Let's come over here and look at our Twix Boys shopping district. Oh, look at that little shopping mall is completely filled up now. Look at this. That's awesome. Totally awesome. Cool. So we've got a couple of places building up in here. We don't really need businesses right now, so that's probably why it's taking so long for this area to fill in, but it should fill in soon enough. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll back up. We'll come back and check on this in a little bit. So what I think our next step in the game now, let's see, it's before, oh, we got plenty of time. So our next step is, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. And this is something that's been bugging me. I think I was talking about this earlier, but this nuclear power plant, when I first started, was perfect here. There was nothing around it, and that's kind of how I pictured the nuclear power plant going. And then the city grew. And it grew and grew and grew and grew, and now we have all this going on. And, oh, I can't wait. Oh, by the way, for anybody that's a console player, and you're like, oh, they didn't give us those parking lots. All we got was the parking garage, which I do have one over right here. They are supposed to be giving us the parking lots. There was some glitch, bug, whatever you want to call it, and that's why they're not in the game yet, but they will be here ASAP. I looked into it. I asked on Twitter. I was pointed to the FAQs and at Paradox, so check that out. We will be getting those parking lots, and when we do, I'm going to probably replace these ones with them, because these ones are just so not used, and the other ones at least have like some, prop cars in them and stuff like that, so they look like they're getting used when they, instead of just, I mean, these are at least getting used. I'll give it that. There are people using them, but just not enough. I don't want it to look like a lot of people here at the airport parking their cars. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't like this. I don't like it sitting here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to... Volume. Music volume is fine again. Okay. What happened to the volume? I don't know. I have no idea what happened to the volume. It was sounding normal to me, so I might have pushed something on here when I unplugged it or something like that. So let me bite my cord so it doesn't go under my orange anymore. Okay, just kidding. So yeah, I'm gonna move this, and I'm gonna move it to this really great area I thought of. I know I showed everybody, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this as quickly as possible, I guess. So let's get in here. And we're going to level this out just a little bit. Push the strength all the way up. I'm going to give it just enough room to put the place in over here. And then we're going to work around it and work it in and make it look as natural as possible. So let's go grab it. Where are we at? There we are. We're going to grab that. Sometimes it's great to be the creator. You can do stuff like this. We're going to grab this. We're going to throw it in right here like this. Perfect. We've got this great cliff here. Wonderful. All right. So we're going to go back here. I'm going to turn the strength down just a little bit, because I don't want it to necessarily like make a bunch of weird peaks or anything like that. In fact, let's bring this out a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna make that flatter. All right, now we can use the soften tool, kind of smooth out our edges. I just don't want the squared off look right there, which is starting to get back again. So we're gonna play with this just a little bit. Return the strength all the way down, and just bring this up. Just tap it through here. Bring this up. We'll put some trees and stuff back here. In fact, one of my ideas for this to make it look semi-natural, like they would have built in this area because of it, is to have the rocks in the area. Make it look like, come on, there we go. You know, make it look almost like they built it here because there was plenty of solid rock underneath it and stuff like that. Because, I mean, being on the edge of a cliff, this is not, like I said, I was trying to be a little realistic, but this is not realistic. Give me a break, right? Alright, so we could do this. Trying to fit this in. Maybe I can fit it in better this way. Oh, there we go. And like that. Try to like Let's see, we can do this a little bit. In fact, let's change this up. No, not that one. Change this up just a little. Make it look like it's connected. Now, just to make it look a little more natural to the area, we can do something like this. I'll add some of these again in over here. It's kind of like a nice little cliff area. I like that they, like, this is one thing I'm glad they gave us as console players, because a lot of things don't like to intersect, but letting us intersect the rocks really helps out, because, I mean, it makes such great rock formations and stuff in here. One of the things I like to do is, you know, take, like, you know, your rock formations, your big ones, get this, and then you take something, you know, you want it to look semi-realistic and stuff like that as much as possible, so you try to add in, and being able to, like I said, the lack of collision detection on these is awesome. So that's looking good. We'll add a couple of trees in here, a couple of happy little trees. Again, just more random than placed in like a specific area or anything like that, just to make it look as natural as possible. One thing I do like to do is I'll switch up, add these generic pine trees in, and then you can see a few of them down there. That's the young linden. The young linden, when you put them by the pine trees, in my opinion, looks like younger pine trees. So it's like you got a little forest growing and some younger pine trees growing up there, and so there's plenty of young lindens right there. I don't need to place any in that spot. So I'll throw a couple of these here just because they would have wanted this to look nice. There we go. All right. So nice little area there. Make it look a little more realistic, like they would have actually put some buildings up there because of the rocks and stuff like that. Soul Sniper, welcome. How are you doing, man? Thank you for joining. Ford Driven, hello. I didn't see you join us yet until now. I tried to keep up with the comments. I did give myself a little screen over here to the right, a second screen, so I can try to keep up on them as much as possible. Hopefully I don't mess up the sound again. I keep like unplugging it or something like that. So there we go. Oh, and we're going to pause this because look at oh man. I just totally screwed up by moving that. I forgot about this. I need to add in a line from here to here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to start off right here. We're going to bring it on down. And it'll just be a semi-realistic and just kind of like it's connecting into the tower right there. And one thing I think is kind of cool to do, because of the, you know, you use the lines and you're trying to get it like, oh, this is my power line connecting to the power plants and blah, blah, blah. So I'll go into my disasters. Where are they at? I'm in the wrong spot. No, I'm in the right spot. Disaster services, and grab the earthquake sensor. Now, I don't necessarily need the earthquake sensor over here or anything like that, but you can place them and they look like electrical boxes. Now, I'm sure they're going to work as earthquake sensors or whatever, but when you have them placed there, like I said, bam. Now it's like the little green boxes you see and stuff like that, see? Totally looks like a freaking power box sitting next to a line. I like it. It looks good. Just a, you know, vanilla tip to try to help recreate a little more realism on your vanilla side of things. So if you haven't noticed, here in Spring Valley, we have finally made it to over 100,000 in population. I'm pretty excited about that. That's kind of like what a good number for console. I've seen console players get a lot higher. These should start disappearing really soon here as soon as I hit play. So I am looking to get this city a little bigger, but I don't think it's going to get too much bigger because we've already built quite a bit through here. So, but we'll see. I do know that on Skylines Remastered, I've been playing Remastered, I saw somebody actually get a city of over 1 million people on City Skylines Remastered. They did it on the Xbox Series X. That excited me. It got me really excited. I'm going to be honest. I was as happy as a puppy at 2 Peters. and I don't know what to say. I'm trying to go for 1 million. So when we do our remastered version city, that's our goal, as a city of 1 million people, and I hope you're ready to join me on that journey. So, all right. So we moved the nuclear power plant. Here's what I want to do with this spot. I'm going to make it look really, really good. As far as news for the parking lot fix, the only thing I've heard is that they're working on it, and they hope to get it fixed as soon as possible so that we get our other parking lots. The only ones we have right now, of course, are the parking garages. For anybody who hasn't seen them yet, I doubt anybody has not seen it, but here is the other variation. We got appearance 2, appearance 1. There's just no gates on the side. And then on the 2, there's like the gates on the side. I kind of like that one. It reminds me of a parking garage I went to in Vegas. And I was just it was just a great spot for me to go and chill. I'm pretty much an introvert, but I absolutely love Las Vegas. I'm weird that way. I'm an introvert that loves Las Vegas. So sometimes when I'm down there, I do get overwhelmed and I need to just go to my car and sit and relax. And there was a parking garage just like that down there, and it was the best place ever. So I've got this great idea. We moved that. We're right here next to the airport. There's this nice little area here. It does have a lot of hotels and everything, but these are expensive hotels. People are going to come in here. They're going to spend a lot of money to stay in this area, especially because there's a lot of clubs and other things. So what I thought is, right off the freeway, why not give them, since we have access to an older set of stuff here, an older DLC, sorry. And we could throw in our own hotels here. So I wanted to put this one in. And I think this one, let's see. I need to put in this first. So no. I need to put in this one with the pool first. This is what I liked right here. It fit perfectly. Then I put in this right next door. Boom, just like that. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Then I went with this. No, it wasn't that one. It was this bigger one. I'll show you why in a moment. I'm going to make this look really good. You're going to like this. So I'm leaving the taxi stand and everything as well. So there's that. Now we're going to come over here. Yeah. The trouble is they're saying fix soon. They said that the DLC for remastered, which is meant summer. Yeah, I know. The remastered, the DLC is coming in the summer. And then on top of that, the DLC that we just got on the PlayStation 4 version and the PC and everything like that, they're not going to have that ready for us until fall. So that you can look forward to, like, everything right now that I kind of play, like all the football and baseball, cricket parks and everything like that. That's not coming until fall even. Africa. So, yeah. I'm not hurt by it, like City Skylines 2, it kind of makes me think that City Skylines 2, they're not projecting to get it out until around December. Possibly they're going to even pop out with like hey guys, we just want to do a little bit of polishing, so it's going to come out in like January or February of 2024. I almost see that happening, but I would stick with December is going to be my guess on when we're going to see it. So, alright, so we're going to throw, let's see, this one in, the bigger hotel. I want to put it right outside of these trees. And then this one, just a quick little spot there like that. And, alright, so now that I put those in, here's what I want to do with this little area. So we're going to go back to our creation tools here. We're going to grab our walkways. We're going to throw one in between these two hotels. And boom, that way we connect the hotels. They can come over the back direction here, connect onto the sidewalk, cross over, go to any of the little casinos and clubs over here. They don't have to walk around the front way if they don't want to. Just an option. Then I want to do this. They don't necessarily need to walk off that direction, but I figured I'm just going to put it there. Then over here, a lot of people just... Oh, I see, they're coming from the airport. I'm like, where did all these people come from? So this side, I want to run a walkway like this. right along the backside. Then we're going to run one around the front. Just until it won't let me do it anymore. That way it kind of connects everything up. Oh, I'm going to leave that alone, actually. Do that there. This widens the older parking lots that we have, the covered parking, I should say, that they gave us. Those are nice, but I want the real parking lots as soon as possible. So here, and do that. And just out like that. Actually, you know what? I don't want that. I don't want that going that far. I just want to go right about there. Just like that. Alright, so now, I'm going to grab a little fence here. Run along the sides here. Came out a little wide. Oh, I'm going to have to change that because I'm trying to avoid having to change anything here. Just there. That works perfectly. Now, I'm going to come in here and do a little bit of softening. No, you know what? I think what we should do is this, actually. Just kind of level this out just slightly through here. And it's not going to really let me get anything done. Maybe I'll go with the hardcore. I was trying to do it with the softest possible thing here, but whatever. Alright. So there's that. There's that. Okay. Now, gonna go ahead and add in a couple of trees. Of course, we're gonna throw in these flame trees because they're absolutely awesome. Oh. Our walkway disappeared, but it connected into the hotel walkway, so that's fine. We can actually do some trees here instead. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to throw in a couple here, and a couple over here. Now, I'm going to grab some oaks. Love the oak trees. Absolutely love the oak trees. Trouble with December release for City Skylines is near Christmas with Games Buddy and needs updates, because usually... Yeah, buggy and updates and everything like that. I get that, but I don't know, I kind of see it coming out, I mean, just late this year at the very least. Like, I really don't know about, ooh, that's really too big for the, next to the hotel like that, doesn't fit in right. Probably pick a smaller tree for that. I really feel it's going to be a late release with the way they're going to release the stuff out for the remastered. I think it'd be kind of mean for them to be like, oh yeah, here's City Skylines 2, and now a DLC for remastered. And that's what a lot of people are expecting right now from them, and I'm trying to hold hope. Trying to hold hope for it. So, let's add a couple of pine trees into the area. Small one back here is going to be just fine. Give me my pine tree. There we go. I don't think... Let's see, maybe it'll give me a good one. Oh yeah, that'll... Nope, I'm gonna go with a small tree. Let's see, something like this. And it still wants to like push into the building. I don't like that. Alright, just not gonna put anything other than maybe... No, now it wants to grow on the sidewalk. So we're not gonna put any of those in. We're just gonna put these in a couple of random spots. Like there. There's nice. There. Okay. Now I had this great idea. I saw them sitting here. This is the thatched roof parasol table. This is from the Little Africa or whatever content. And I thought these would look really cool back here. Just sitting back in the background. Oh, maybe I could throw one in right here. Ah, there we go. That's a good idea to use this little space. So yeah, they got a couple little spots just outside of the back of the hotel. They can chill out, relax. In fact, can we throw a couple in over here? It looks like we can. In fact, people would probably leave the hotel, go to the restaurant, get food, and come back over to these and eat, to be 100% honest. So, I know I would. Instead of eating in my room and eating in a restaurant filled with people, I would like totally choose one of these little tables somewhere. So, yes, I like it. This little area looks freaking great. Christopher 90, bit late, but good evening. Welcome. So right now I'm working on this. We built this nice little hotel restaurant complex here, and I think it looks pretty good. So over here, a little more plain. Let's say these are a little more kind of the hotels that just happen to be a little more chain owned or something like that. Let's see. In fact, we can make it a little better. Let's see. We can go up here, choose some parking lots. Which ones will fit? Maybe this one? No, it's not going to fit. It'll fit there. And then we could fit, oops, this one. Like that. So we got some covered parking down here on the side. We'll add a couple of trees to make it pretty. Yeah, we don't have to have nothing there at all. Well, in fact, we'll throw some of these flame trees in. Since we were using them before. Just make them nice. We'll just pretend that a new nursery came into the area and just started giving these away for free to everybody that was, like, buying trees. So, throw a couple across the street even here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah, that looks good. There we go. In front of the airport. Boom. Red trees. Liking it. Cool. All right. We can run a little fence back here just for pretend safety reasons. We can do something like this. Like we did on the other hotel. We can come around. Do this. Come back. Try to make it as straight as possible because I have all my snapping tools turned off. I think it kind of has a little bit of a bend right at this point. So I'm going to do this. Just right up to the edge. That's perfectly fine. Actually, yeah, no, I'm going to leave that one. I'll do this. Like that. Now the hotel has a little spot of its own right there. Pretty. Oh, it's going to be too short. Alright, I can't put anything in right there. That's fine. I could do this. I could do this. Just like that. Cool. I mean, that's nice. I mean, it's not totally spruced up like the other side. I mean, I could do a couple of tables, I guess. Something like, let's use these over here. Can't really see. There we go. There we go. Got a couple of tables over there. Now some people go out there, hang out, have a little picnic. Perfect. It matches the hotel even. All right. I think that looks pretty good. Fenrir, hello, welcome. So yeah, I think that looks great. This area, in my opinion, I have now 100%, okay, maybe not 100%, because I'm still seeing some spots I could do a little bit with, maybe. But I'm 90% happy with this, because this looks way better than what was there. I mean, I just had that giant nuclear power plant that just didn't fit in. And hotels fit in next to an airport way, way, way better. Plus, like I said, this area here with all these hotels, you're going to be spending like $100 or more a night. Probably even more than that. You're going to spend like $300 a night in any of these hotels or more. Whereas these hotels, you're going to be spending anywhere from $60 up to $120 for a hotel room at. So I think these are some really great additions to this area. I hope that you guys enjoy it also, because I don't want to change it. I like it. One thing that does bug me about this area, though, is this big old blank spot back here that I just can't do anything with. I mean, I could run a road back here and do a couple more factories or something, but then it's just going to bring the pollution into my green belt on into the other stuff there, and I just don't want that to happen. So, what's that intersection called besides the hotel? You're special. Well, I don't know. I don't have an intersection name for it. Hunter Boulevard, Miller Street. No, no, no. So this spot, I just want to do something here to make it look good. And I think what I'm going to do is off camera, maybe. I'm going to do something where I add in some rocks back here like this. Maybe just make it, you know, a nice little rocky area so that it's at least filled in. I mean, maybe I could do it. Let's see. I don't know. I don't want to do too much on-camera decorating while I'm live. I mean, I do a lot. I try to do nice little spots like this and make an area look good. But to just do a lot of decorating, it's a hard thing to do. So, hi, Alex is back. Welcome back. So, I'm not 100% sure about that. But let's take a look around. As you can see, we do have some issues still in the city. Anybody who is currently joining us and hasn't been around for any of the previous episodes, we are obviously having a supply issue, but that is what we have been slowly working on here. That was the purpose of, originally, I built this highway from here across this little area, and it came in and it ended here. It didn't help out enough, so the highway got extended. It went through this area. It has its on and off ramps. Had the little flying tortoise right here and everything. That was a really cool bridge. I thought that was a nice build. There's some underground on and off ramps through here because it has to go underground because of the trains and such. Comes back above ground. And then it goes back underground. The one thing is you're starting to see some supply issues through here because they either have to get off of the freeway here and travel through all the traffic, which it's pretty light. I gotta admit, the traffic has lightened up immensely ever since we built this freeway through here. I just think I gotta figure out how to bring that highway up. How do I bring it up here so like you can see it underneath there, Faith Parker Tunnel? Let's see. Let's go to our roads here. Let's select this and just look down at it right now. Look at that. That is a well-used highway. It is a good thing we built this because it is. Look at this. This is a well-used highway underneath here. The subway hurts a little. The subway hurts because that's going to keep me from being able to build a proper on and off ramp through here, I think. And I just don't know. The idea I'm having with this, how many hours in this city build? Well, if I had to take, I do each episode around an hour long. This is episode 39, so 39 hours, over 39 hours. Yeah, let's take a quick look. 39 hours. We have over 100,000 people. Let's pull back. Let's look at this. This is a 39-hour build. Done it all live. This is on the PlayStation 4, so it's, you know, I have all the DLCs, including all the new stuff now. We've been playing with that today. Using it to upgrade our city and make our city work out better, in fact. Thanks, Fina Fox. Welcome. I did not see you join the group earlier, and I appreciate you joining. So, I still have a little bit of build space left. If we turn this back to the map setup, we'll go back there in just a second. We're going to get a nice view of this city here. I actually never thought the city was going to get this big. I built here thinking these big these big lakes were going to kind of mess with the build. And they've been quite the help with this build, actually. And I mean, to have it at over 100,000 people is absolutely amazing. And I've had a lot of help from you guys too, all the people watching. Thanks, Tim. Thanks for joining, man. I didn't see you join earlier. If you just joined, welcome. Silently lurking, awesome. But I do have a little bit of space left to build. Let's go back here. So this I've been kind of hanging off on. Right now it is set up as a park, technically. Spring Valley Park here. And it is pretty much everything along the side of the road is all park. All the way through. I think it ends kind of right around here at the lake. You can't really do anything over here, though. I mean, we could put some housing in, maybe, but it just wouldn't look that good. We have a meteor crater right there. I don't know when that happened. So there's that. There is a little bit over here. I do have plans for this. This is going to include some more living area, and I'm going to use one of the shopping, like one of the stores. In fact, I was thinking of putting in, where is it? This one. This medium grocery store, like on this road, and kind of building around it and doing a little theme around it with groceries and stuff like that, and kind of using what I can. The new districting and stuff like that, the new shopping districting and everything like that. So we're going to come into that in a future episode, though. I want to save that for a future episode because it's going to include building up this area over here as well. So, but I have this area over here. This area over here, I'm not yet ready to build on it, but I've been giving something awesome with the new DLC, and I think we are going to build something incredible on this, and that's going to be either some sports arena over here, some nice, really big sports arena, and we're going to make it look really, really good, and just kind of work with the land and try to make it look really nice. Maybe do some housing and stuff up here. I'm not 100% sure yet. I just have not really come up with plans for over here yet because it's such a gorgeous area where we built the rivers coming through here. We've got this wonderful little park, little dog park up there. We've got this nice little park here. So I'm just not 100% sure what I want to do over here yet. But I do feel that Spring Valley is soon coming to an end. 39 episodes in, I think we're going to probably get another maybe 10 episodes, and that's being wishful, to be honest, but we'll see, we will totally see, we'll see. So, but where were we? I was talking about, prior to that, trying to bring the freeway up, and what I was thinking about doing with this freeway, this highway over here, let me go back over here and choose this, is I almost wonder if I can bring roads in the center here. If I have enough room to, let's see, let's go with this. And it almost, oops. I don't think it's going to let me. I think I'm going to have trouble with that. And of course it'll let me connect the roads like that, but. So, I want to think about this. I almost think that I might wipe out like a small little section through here like this. And then possibly move, or let's go back underground really quick here. And possibly move the highway or the subway. I think maybe the highway would be the easier one to move because I have subway stations kind of put through nice little areas, kind of selected out nicely here. It'd be hard to do that. So I think I might take the highway and kind of open it up a little bit through here. So I'm going to think about this one. This is like an observatory would be a good addition. I'll tell you what, Feta Fox, check this out. So that's going to be a future episode too, is working with that freeway and opening it up to where something's going to give people the access to it through here in the center of all this. So Feta Fox, at one point, I was building Summit Hills here. This is a nice little Summit Sawmill area. And I thought to myself, I watched Skylines 6. It's another great series that friends of mine do on here on YouTube. And they built this wonderful observatory area. And it gave me an inspiration to build a wonderful observatory area. So I built this awesome off-road section coming all the way up here, to this wonderful observatory you can already see. And then, of course, right next to it is my weather station. I had a lot of fun with this build. I put a lot of camping area around it. I thought it'd be fun to have camping and trails. things like that. Because when you go camping, why do you want a lot of light? And when you're in an observatory, why do you want a lot of light? So we pretend that there's a light ordinance for the weather station here, and the little cars coming up. I can't think of them right now. But for this coming on up here, as you can see, this is an actual really popular area. A lot of people come up here. There's a lot of people that come up and camp. All these trails. This is actually a work of love, to be honest. Here, I had a lot of fun with this, because if you come through here, you can see I spent a lot of time flattening out the areas for the trails through here, putting in a lot of the rocks, making these little cliff faces and stuff like that. I probably put in, I say 39 hours on, but that's 39 hours with people watching on this totally. So there's a lot of off-time hours going into this. And then I gotta say, there's a lot of the hours where I spent just, in fact, like today's episode, I probably put in a couple of hours off camera just preparing for this build by, going through a couple different roads, trying them out, seeing how I wanted to prep them and stuff like that. So, I mean, to be honest, I've probably put in near around 40 to 50 hours total or more. I mean, 39, no, I'd say more around 50 to 60 hours, I guess, total or more on this, to try to make things come out nicely for everybody and make sure everybody has a good time watching this. So, a lot of these trails, I didn't like the way they were looking, just going up and down the mountain. Demetrius, you out of here? Hey, you have a great night over there, and I'll see you next time. And I didn't like the way the trails looked, because they were just flat against these mountains and stuff like that, and the people were walking on these sideways trails like this. So I did take a lot of time coming through here, making sure these were flattened out. Had time to flatten out and work the train in through here and everything like that as well. Gondolas, that's what those are called. So I had the gondolas. They come up from the college down here, up to the top of the mountain. In fact, I kind of have a little story for this area. So, as you can see, there's this giant road to nowhere that kind of has a little ramp at the end, and there's a purpose for that. It's the Hot Dog Harold Highway, for anybody who does not know about this. This is Hot Dog Harold Highway. It's not actually a highway strip, because the highway does not like to go down this, but this road did. And this is what we like to do. We like to throw Harold on here. Let's have a little bit of fun. I love explaining to all the new people watching. So I hope everybody's enjoying this right now. This is a lot of fun for me. I have been getting a lot of new viewers lately, so I'm perfectly fine putting in a little bit of extra talking time here. So this is Hot Dog Harold here. We all love Hot Dog Harold. And this is what we love to do with Hot Dog Harold. We like to take him down his highway and aim for a different area. Sometimes we'll get a little crazy here and throw him off sideways and just jump the lake. I try to do this in some of my maps. Maybe not give him his own highway. One of my maps, Nashington, I'll start him underwater and I'll jump him out of the lake or out of the ocean into land. Or he'll go flying over the airport in that one. And this is one of our typical landing spots. Woo! We made it. And he's on his wheels. And this is our little forestry area right here. And that's quite a distance. He bounced off of one of the buildings over here. So that's the purpose of Hot Dog Harold Highway. So the lore behind that is that people got interested in what this crazy thing was up here. We'll pretend that the Hot Dog Harold is like a god or something like that. A supreme being perhaps. So they wanted to go off-roading and find out. So we have the off-road club down here. As you can see, I took some time building this off-road club, having fun with this. And I built the road coming up. We got the park here and everything, of course. And the off-road coming all the way up for the off-road club. Because they were just so interested in finding out about that Hot Dog Harold Highway. Came up here, they built this. This was all prior to the gondolas coming through, prior to this awesome monk sanctuary up here. And they found it. So they built this whole area up here. They brought the gondolas, the parking, because it was just awesome to them, amazing. Nobody ever rides on it. Nobody drives on it except for Hot Dog Harold. They all like to just get here and watch him launch. And, of course, that's why we have this wonderful little spot right here. So you could sit down and watch the whole thing in action from the top all the way down until he jumps off the end over the lake, all the way over to the other side. And that's what helped to build this whole area up here, to be honest. If it wasn't for Hot Dog Herald Highway, this whole area might not be here. And so yeah, that's just everything. We got a couple little hunting cabins up here even. The funniest thing to me is seeing like an RV all the way up here. Like, nobody's really going to bring an RV up here. That Jeep is, though. I noticed something. I don't know if anybody else noticed this. And if they even have permission to... Azuka Boa, what's up, bud? It was the most epic jump. I think, actually, the most epic jump is... I have that on one of my 1 minute things. Twix Boy's back even. Nice. So, did anybody else notice this? Let's go to this little selection thing. We got here, this is the Nancy Smith in her new buggy, right? They don't call it the new Beetle, they call it the new buggy. Although it's modeled after the new Beetle. We got this as a sports car. It's a nice little, it could be maybe the Acura NSX or a Lamborghini or something like that, right? We got this, the electric car Edison model. And obviously that is totally not a Tesla, but it's their electric car. You select this, they got camper van. But has anybody else noticed this? You select this bad boy right here. Boom. Jeep. Jeep. Right there. That is a brand name. Jeep. And it is called the Jeep. So do they have permission? I'm not trying to get them in any trouble at all. I swear, Jeep, if you're anybody from Jeep ever watches this and they're like, oh, they're using our name. Please, for the love of God, don't go after City Skylines. We all love this game. And I'm not trying to get this game in trouble. I just think it's crazy that they actually called it a Jeep. Like, that is the brand name. It is a sport utility vehicle, an SUV. I'm not exactly sure what the proper name of that is, but I don't know if anybody else... Good question, calls the lawyer. So, yeah, I don't know. Just thought that was kind of funny, so... Alright, let's see. So, hey, Twix Boy, you're back. I got something to show you. So, I decided that since you changed your name, Valley Shopping District here, we're gonna have to give this district to somebody else, because we can't call it the Valley Shopping District anymore if you're not Valley anymore. But don't get disheartened, because I came over here and I built, bam, the Twix Boy Shopping District. FBI, open up. Dude, Jeep, they might be one of those companies that's like, dude, this sells Jeeps for us every once in a while. So, who knows? Valley is a goner, mate. Yeah, but look we got the Twix Boy Shopping District here. And we use the new shopping malls district tool. In fact, we threw in this right here. Bam. This is one of the actual buildings that they give you, the little prop buildings. Everything else is all what gets to come up in the shopping mall district here. This is looking cool. These are some awesome buildings. Now we get to come back and look at them. Let's go and take a look at what we got. We got the Fancy Boutique. Fancy. Organic Food Market. So they still got organic food. That's cool. Super Pharmacy. The Fashionable Fashion Shop. We know what a police department is. The Super Pharmacy again. Small. Oh, we know what that is. Super Pharmacy. We got a lot of pharmacies in this area. Holy smokes. A drugstore. Man, these people, they really love their pharmacies. There's another one. Wow, organic food market. Organic food market and pharmacies. I feel like I am in Ashland, Oregon right now. I'm sorry. I jest. Ashland, Oregon is actually pretty nice. There's really great restaurants there. So, yeah, free advertising, right? Giving you some ideas, Ford? Nice. I'm glad. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to let you all go and play around with your cities. Let's take one last beautiful look at this city here. I'm going to make a quick little video, like an update type of video on Spring Valley here to kind of let everybody get caught up with what's going on and see what's going on here. And at the same time, I want to see this city at night. I think this city is absolutely beautiful at night. I bet there's some gorgeous lighting and stuff going on. So I'm going to do that a little bit later today and make a little update video and let this city kind of just end itself and go into nighttime here so we can all get a great view of that. And I'm going to let you guys all go for the afternoon and play your own cities. And, well, some of you guys are taking a little break from those cities, I know. And so you go play those games too. And, in fact, good luck with those channels, Twix Boy and Chef Josh. I have a lot of high hopes for you. I've seen you guys be getting some viewers and stuff. So good luck with those. And I'll play some 30 cities. Don't threaten me with a good time. You better go play some cities now. But guys, I'm going to leave you all here with this wonderful, wonderful view of our Spring Valley here. Let me get back just a little bit. Just want to get a nice, nice view here. There we go. Of Spring Valley. I can't believe we've made it this far. Next week, we will be in the city I always forget the name of. Which is funny because I can remember Fuchsia, which is my newest city on Remastered. I remember Spring Valley, and I can't for the life of me remember what the third city is that we've been working on. It's a wonderful city, though. Great city. Great shout out to Drakkard out there, because if it wasn't for some of his advice as far as industries and traffic management, or not really traffic management, but necessarily using the, like the public transportation and stuff like that for the other people in the city, I would not be getting this city as fixed as it is right now. So thank you all. Thank you. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed and you like what you see, go ahead and hit subscribe. It's in a while. There is a third city that we have been building on, and I just can't remember the name of it for the life of me. Just brain farts. Just a brain fart. For those other people in the comments, there are some great City Skylines creators there, and I dare you to go check them out. Zukaboa, Twix Boy does some Roblox, Gaming Bren, everybody. Those are the two names I saw right off hand. So guys, love you. See you next week, and you take it easy. Better save this. Holy crap.